Hey, what's up, everyone? My name's Kevin Robert. I just wanted to record a quick video going over the direct mail training program that we're going to be offering. So, I've been in the home improvement industry my entire life. It's literally all I've ever done, pretty much since the time I was able to work. First, I worked in outside sales. I was actually the top sales rep for two of the biggest home improvement companies in the country at the time. And then I later started my own business, first Powerhouse Renovations, which became one of the biggest companies, home improvement companies here in Southern California. I own a plumbing company now, so different company, more on the home service side of things. I'm a third generation contractor. So my dad was a contractor his entire life. His dad was a contractor. So I care deeply about the industry. I know your space, and we're really good at operating in it as far as sales and lead generation goes. I really didn't want to be a course seller. I actually kind of hate them, but to put out a training. However, I've had a lot of people that are asking me about direct mail, and I've taught our direct mail strategy to a few people that have had crazy success with it. So I'm going to go ahead and just release an official training on this for you guys. Okay. So first and foremost, I know direct mails, a lot of people see it as kind of old school. I wanted to go over why I think direct mail is bar none the best way to generate new leads in the home improvement and home service space if you know how to do it correctly. Direct mail is one of the most reliable and consistent lead sources that exist. So with all the online stuff, you have like all these algorithms to deal with that are, they're constantly changing. You got to keep up with that. You get shadow banned, right? Your traffic and engagement gets throttled and all kinds of other stuff with, digital marketing. With direct mail, none of that's a factor. It's the most simple form of advertising that exists. You send someone something, they look at it, and then they either call you or throw it away. That's it. And when you get it working, it's super reliable because nothing's going to change, right? There's not all those different variables like with the social media and online stuff. And so if you get it working to where you're getting, say, like a 3% response rate, like we get on our mailers, well, once you have that number, that becomes like a static number. So you're always going to get that same response rate. And that creates consistency, reliability, and predictability in your lead generation. And if there's one thing that should be predictable, consistent, and reliable in your company, it should obviously be the flow of new leads and new business coming into it, right? And the reason a lot of people don't do direct mail is because it's typically very expensive. It's kind of reserved for the big dogs with huge marketing budgets, right? The big national companies. But we actually have a way to make it super inexpensive. So we can get huge discounts on direct mail. I'm talking like 70, 80% discounts, which, you could send out a 10,000 piece mailer in your area for like virtually nothing. And I'm going to go over that more in just a minute in this video. So the thing is, the price of Google leads and Facebook leads and all that stuff is going way up. And that's not going to stop anytime soon. It's actually going to accelerate faster since private equities entering the market, right? They're already in the market. And then once AI starts putting all these white collar workers out of work, right? We're going to see a huge influx, a bunch of people moving into the trades, which is obviously going to create more companies, more competition, driving up the ad costs. So competition and big money coming into the market drives up ad costs, and we're going to see a lot more of that coming here in the near future. Do you know what rarely goes up though is the cost of direct mail. It might go up like a cent or two per mailer every few years, but it's almost always the same. The price is consistent, the results are consistent if you get it set up the correct way. And with our system, you can bring in more leads than what you're doing now with digital marketing. And we can show you how to bring in leads cheaper than what you're doing now with digital marketing. And again, no one else in your area is doing it. So if you get this set up, you're going to have your own unique lead source with basically zero competition in your area that no one can touch. You're totally in your own lane because no one is focusing hard on direct mail and no one's getting creative with it. Everyone's just focusing on the online stuff right now. The only companies that are doing direct mail regularly are the big dog companies with huge marketing budgets, and they're just sending basic stuff mainly for branding. They're not doing it for like direct response. They're not getting creative with it. So if you can implement a strategy like ours, you literally have your own private little gold mine in your service area that no one else is doing. And one of the biggest reasons why I like direct mail is it's something that you can reverse engineer to predictably hit your goals. So what I like to do is whenever I set a sales goal, let's say the goal I set for the month is like $800,000 in sales, right? For my plumbing company or whatever. So I start reverse engineering that, right? Like how many Okay, how many appointments? What's our close rate? How many appointments per month do we need for our close rate to get to 800K, right? Where's all our leads coming from? What do we need to ramp up? What do we need to do to get that many leads in? What's our book rate for our CSRs when the leads come in? How many of them turn into appointments? And I like to break that all the way down into, okay, what daily little micro tasks do I need to do every single day that's going to translate up the chain to producing enough appointments to hit that $800,000 per month, right? So with digital marketing, you can't reverse engineer stuff like that because you're not actively doing any tasks to force the ads to work better. You're just waiting around passively for calls to come in. You're basically just launching ads or like doing your SEO and stuff and just waiting around passively for leads to start coming in and hoping that they come in, hoping that you get the kind of response that you were anticipating, and hoping that if it is working, that it doesn't just like randomly slow down. And again, with the online stuff, everything's always changing, right? The algorithms are changing, all that kind of stuff. So it's unpredictable, and online stuff in general is unpredictable, especially with how crazy the world's changing right now with the AI stuff, right? And private equity. And so you don't really have any predictability or like job security with that. With direct mail though, we could reverse engineer it. You could say, okay, I know my direct mail campaigns get a 3% response rate. So that means I need to send X amount of mailers per week to hit the amount of appointments I need to hit my sales goal. And so all I have to do is do that, right? Okay, $800,000. What's my direct mail response rate? Okay, I need to send this many mailers to book this many appointments per my known response rate. And if I do that, it's going to get me to my sales goal. Super predictable, right? Because like I said, once you have that response rate down, you get that response rate every time because there's not all these variables in place like with the online stuff. It's very basic, right? Now, a little trick I like to do though is, we're going off averages here, right? So it's not like if you have a 3% response rate and you have to send X amount of mailers, you're not going to always exactly hit the exact amount to hit like your $800,000 per month goal. It never works out like how it does on paper. You get close usually, but sometimes you might even go over. But so a trick that I like to do is whatever my number is of direct mailers or tasks that I need to do to hit my goal, I always triple that. So if I have to send like 5,000 mailers to hit my goal, then I'll send 15,000. And that's still super affordable for any company. Pretty much regardless of what your marketing budget is, we'll be able to help you get big results with direct mail because again, we have a way to get it super cheap for you guys. So the cool thing is, and I've been doing this a long time, what I found is if you triple it, whatever the goal is, you hit it like every single time. Like you never miss the sales goal. A lot of times you actually go over it, but you'll never fall short. So that's like one of my little tricks. And a lot of people like to tell me, yeah, Kevin, but for home service, right? If someone needs plumbing done, if they have like a leak or something, they're not waiting to get your postcard. They're just going to go to Google. And so what I have to say that is, well, one, I'm not telling you to stop Google, right? Keep using Google if that's working for you. But more importantly, two, the same people that go to Google when they need work done are also the people that are going to be getting your mailer. So our direct mail campaigns are typically to get new installs. We're a plumbing company, so we're doing like water softener installs, tankless water heater installs, water heater replacements. And so we're not really sending out mailers to get service work, although you will get service work calls just kind of like as a byproduct of your mailers. But the chances of you getting a mailer in front of someone that at the exact time that their sink starts leaking is slim, right? But the way that we do mailers not only lets you generate a bunch of new install leads, so like the bigger projects, which is probably what you're after anyways. But we also have a way to capture the contact info of a bunch of people that have some level of interest in your company, but aren't necessarily ready to buy something yet. So this works so well that we're usually able to add like 400 to 500 new contacts to our company email SMS list per month. So although the initial mailer blast will land do a bunch of install work, but not a bunch of service work, adding those 400 to 500 contacts to your email SMS list and staying in front of them the right way with marketing will net you a ton of service work in the near future. So if you could spend the next few months doing direct mail campaigns the way that we show you how to do it, you can have a few thousand homeowners on your company past contacts list pretty much right away. And pretty much all of those people are going to need service work done at some point, right? Everyone that owns a home eventually needs service work done. And if you're sending them the right stuff, which we'll show you how to do, building trust and staying top of mind the right way, most of them are going to come straight to you when they need work done instead of searching a random contractor on Google. So all your competitors, like these big PE companies that are spending all this money on SEO and Google, Home Advisor, all these, massive companies that are trying to, get all the market share and are pretty much taking up the full first page of Google now. You're literally stealing those leads right out from underneath them and getting those leads before they even get a chance to go to Google if you're doing your mailers like this, right? And the thing is, most people are just doing service work just as an excuse to like work their way into talking about the water heater to do a water heater replacement, or to work their way to talking about the AC unit to do some kind of bigger job, right? So the installs is what most people are after. And with the direct mail campaigns, you'll get the install leads coming in right away, but then you're adding thousands of contacts to your email list that you stay in front of to get the service work. And then as a byproduct, you get the service work, which also is going to turn into more install work as well. So our strategy for doing this is the best way to do direct mail in the home service industry. Nothing else even comes close. So at my plumbing company, we've actually been able to build up an email SMS list of over 42,000 local homeowners as a byproduct of our direct mail campaigns. And we literally get new leads and sales from that every single day, just from having it on an automated drip marketing sequence, sending them the right stuff, and not doing anything else. It's basically hands-off free leads. So because of that, I never have to pay to rent traffic from Facebook or Google ever again if I don't want to, because I own my own traffic and I have my own user base, so to speak, I can market to for free. And if I stopped all advertising efforts tomorrow at my company, our company could literally survive just off of our list pretty much indefinitely. So tons of value in having your own database of people to market to for free. So what you're doing here is digging your well, you're establishing long-term security in a completely unpredictable and rapidly changing world that we're in right now. So again, the main two reasons people don't do direct mail is one, they think it's too expensive, and two, they don't think it's going to work good. Or maybe they've tried it and it didn't work good. They know someone who's tried it and it didn't work good. Those are the two main reasons. So we have a way to make it super inexpensive. Literally, no matter what your marketing budget is, we'll show you how to send out campaigns that are going to get huge response. And then two, we're going to show you exactly what to put on your mailers to get huge response from them. Okay. So what I want to stress is this training is not going to be me training you like on direct mail best practices. You're not really going to learn how to like do direct mail and figure it out yourself. What I'm going to show you is our exact strategy, and you're just going to copy that. That's it. Okay. Copy what we're doing. You'll get the same results with it. And it's basically just a software update that you could install into your business right now, flip the switch on, and then the leads are going to start pouring in. Okay. So this is exactly what I did to start Powerhouse Renovations and grow it from 0 to 700K a month in just a little over a year. It's the strategy I'm using to grow my plumbing company super fast right now. We don't even do like any Google or social media stuff. We don't even keep up on it with my plumbing company, which, it's probably kind of dumb, but we're totally swamped right now with work and we're smashing our sales goals and we're growing as fast as we could possibly grow just from doing the direct mail and just from marketing to our existing past contacts list. Okay. So I've built two companies extremely rapidly twice using this. And again, it's literally a copy and paste system that we could just put straight into your company, help you get it set up, and you're going to start getting the same results as us. All right. So hopefully that makes sense. Hopefully I explained it well to you. Hope I didn't like go off on a tangent too much. I don't create like a script or anything when I make these videos. I kind of just like hit record and start talking. So if I went on too long, sorry. But hopefully you get the point of everything. If you're interested in this, right now I have like a introductory price for the first 25 people. The price is going to be super low for the first 25. And the reason I'm doing that is because I want to get a testimonial from all you guys. We already have 13 spots filled, and those 13 people have already gone through the training, started launching their first campaigns, and have already given me a good testimonial. Okay, so we have a handful of spots left. So if you're interested in this, just respond to this video if there's a way to respond to it below this, or send me a message on Facebook. However I like put to get in contact with me, just go through that, get in contact with me. We'll jump on a quick phone call and answer any questions that you have. The price is super cheap, so don't worry about the price. It's you'll be able to afford it. Trust me. And if not, that's totally cool. We're not going to like pressure you into buying anything. That's not how I work. I make my money from plumbing, not from doing this yet. So we're not like desperate to get new people signed up for the training, but it has been extremely valuable for the people that have gone through it already. So I feel really, really good about offering this to you guys. So just reply to this video and I'll talk to you soon. Thanks.